Robert, aside from CrowdSource Studios and all of the scripts that you've written, you've also written a book,
right?
Rejected, True Tales of Nearly Overlooked Greatness.
You mean this one, Karen?
Perfect timing. Great. All right. Nice.
Happen to have a collector's
Just happen to be there. Okay. And you dedicate the book to whom?
Gosh, you tell me.
Okay.
You tell me. I don't remember.
Well, you say here, I have a quote here. My hope is that at least one person out there will read these true stories of perseverance despite adversity and become inspired. So you said that it's dedicated to anyone who's had a dream in spite of everything.
Who chases a dream in spite of everything.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
that's right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
I remember that. Yeah.
So you wrote it when? Where were you in your life when you
I had
began?
just gotten rejected for something. I was up for a pilot deal with, I guess I shouldn't mention the network, and I got turned down for it at the end of the day. And I had always heard this quote, this sort of infamous quote. The quote was, "Can't act, can't sing, bald, can dance a little." And that was infamously said by the head of RKO Casting in 1933, I think, about an unknown Fred Astaire who had just auditioned for him. And it's such a great story, and you know, I started thinking about that. Gatekeepers and, you know, tastemakers, and they're not always right. I started thinking, I wonder if there are other stories like that with famous people who later became famous and well respected and well known, who had been rejected early on. And I did some research, and it was amazing to me how many, in all areas, from artists, musicians, writers. I came across original rejection letters like for Hemingway and so forth. And I mean, the Beatles, for example, I didn't know this, but in 1962, I think it was, New Year's Day, I believe, in 62, the unknown Beatles drove down from Liverpool and auditioned for Decca Records live in the studio. They did 10 songs, and the head of Decca Records was like, "Nah, you guys aren't going anywhere." The Beatles. Elvis was told, you know, you ought to go back to driving a truck, you're never going to make it. And there are so many stories like that. So it was sort of galvanizing to me. It was inspiring to know that these great, you know, the gatekeepers are often wrong. So yeah, that's where it came about.